Centre has now accepted the Bihar government's recommendation for a CBI prop in the Sushant Singh death case. This was informed to the Supreme Court by the Solicitor General Tushar Mehta. The court was hearing Rhea Chakraborthy's plea seeking transfer of an FIR filed against her by Sushant Singh Rajput's father from Patna to Mumbai and a stay on the investigation by the Bihar Police. The bench granted 3 days to all parties to file reply and sought an update from the State of Maharashtra on the investigation done by Mumbai Police. The centre informed the Supreme Court that it has accepted the Bihar government's recommendation for a CBI prop into the late actor Sushant Singh Rajput's death case. A bench of Justice Hrishikesh Roy refused to grant a stay in the actress Rhea Chakraborthy's plea seeking transfer of an FIR filed against her from Patna to Mumbai and the stay on the investigation by the Bihar Police on the allegations of Sushant Singh Rajput's father that she abetted suicide of his actor son. The bench granted 3 days to all parties to file reply and sought an update from the State of Maharashtra on the investigation done by Mumbai Police. The bench added, serious allegations have been leveled against petitioner. She has applied for transfer of proceedings from Patna to Mumbai. Bihar has entrusted it to CBI. SG Mehta submits that centre has accepted CBI prop request. Rajput was a talented artist who passed away under unusual circumstances. Now, whether there is criminality involved needs to be investigated. Now everyone has an opinion about high-profile cases, but we will proceed as per law. Senior advocate Vikas Singh, appearing for the family of Sushant Singh, opposed the plea for staying of the investigations by saying, as per S-174 of CRPC, only Bihar Police has the authority to investigate here and not Mumbai, as no cognizance cases have been registered in Maharashtra. How is it that the entire Bollywood film industry is being called for questioning by the Mumbai, but the person who lowered body from the ceiling has been allowed to go to Hyderabad? The bench also criticized the Mumbai police for putting Bihar's police officer in quarantine, saying it did not send the right signal. Rhea has averred in her plea that the FIR in Patna filed by the late actor's father, alleging abatement to suicide, charges against Chakraborty is act of connivance between the state of Bihar and the father. In her plea, Chakraborty had sought stay on the prop by Bihar Police on the FIR lodged by the Rajput fathers till disposal of her plea in top court on all proceedings from the jurisdictions of the additional Chief Judicial Magistrate, Patna, Sadar, to the additional Chief Metropolitan Magistrate, Bandra, Mumbai. The Bollywood actress has alleged that Rajput and she were in a live-in relationship till June 8, after which she left his home to shift to her own residence in Mumbai. She had also claimed that the late actor was suffering from depression. Deceased was suffering from depression from some time and was also on antidepressants, and he committed suicide on the morning of June 14 at his Bandra residence by hanging himself, excerpt of plea set. Rajput, aged 34, was found hanging from the ceiling of his apartment in the suburban Bandra in Mumbai on June 14, and since then the Mumbai police had been probing the case, keeping in mind various angles. Bureau Report.